Hi, my name is Carrie Boyd, and this is my Itec 101 oral presentation. The purpose of this presentation is to research and report on something, either an event or an invention, that was created or took place the year that I was born. I'm 28, and the year that I was born is 1984. And actually, I'm going to tell you about something today that was reinvented in 1984, but was invented 10 years earlier in 1974. What I'm going to talk about today is the compact disc, better known as the CD-ROM. The CD-ROM was first invented in 1974 by the Philips Audio Corporation and Sony Media. It was invented to take the place of vinyl records. Vinyl records had the characteristic of deteriorating once played over a certain amount of time, and it will become scratched. And even played on the best turntables, a vinyl record would still play the scratches throughout the song. So the Philips Audio Corporation got together, a 7-member group, and they said, hey, we need you guys to create something that can take the place of this and still bring us that awesome media format. Hence the CD-ROM. What we know as the compact disc, and how it got the name the compact disc was by another product that the Philips Audio Company created called the compact cassette. Now, in 1984, then came consumers and mass producers of the CD-ROM saying, hey, it doesn't have enough storage media. What are we going to do? When the CD-ROM first came out, it only held 550 megabytes of data. So next, what they did is they recreated it to hold 650 megabytes of data. Therefore, they sold a lot more units of the CD-ROM. And of course, what do you say? 650 is not that much. So what is an invention without having a reinvention? So you know something's coming next to take its place. Well, what we got next out of that in 1996 was the DVD. And the DVD is an optical disc with pre-recorded media on it. Here's an example of a DVD. Gotta love my Family Guy. Now, a DVD is something that you would put movies on it. You could record plays, but the DVD that we're speaking of, like I said, already comes with media on it. So it's like the CD-ROM, but it has a lengthier time format on here. Now, the DVD was a great invention coming behind the CD-ROM, but of course, what's good of an invention if it doesn't have more inventions? So what do we have next? The CDR. Take a good look at that CDR. The CDR was primarily used in the CD recording systems that were invented in 1990. So what do you say to yourself when you go to the store and you say, hey, that DVD or that CD is just too expensive? What are you going to do? Go over and get you a nice CDR and record your own music on there, and it can be whatever you want. And that was primarily the purpose of the CDR. And as a matter of fact, when they first came out, they had another name as well. They were called the CD writable, but to make it easier for consumers to say, they changed it to the CDR, which means CD recordable. Now, the CD-ROM spun off a lot of great inventions, and it was the reason for the first portable CD player by Sony called the D50. Now, I wasn't old enough to have a D50, but what came next, the Sony Walkman, my lord, I just knew I was not going to make it through high school without my Walkman. So it had a lot of great inventions. And what we have for the future from the CD-ROM is just a vast amount of products. We have the DVD and VHS recorder, where you take your VHS and you change them over to DVDs. We also have what we know as the Blu-ray. And the Blu-ray is a DVD format that supersedes the regular DVD format by bringing you HD quality movies on a regular DVD. So by watching this regular DVD here, if it was on Blu-ray, it would show 10 times clearer and it would look like you were standing on the screen with them. So hey, who would have known in 1984 A star was born, and great inventions were made. This is my Itec 1001 presentation. You have a great day.